Hello and welcome back. And in today's video I thought I would give myself a little bit of a challenge. I've been picking for, I don't know, 3-4 years, something like that, and so far when picking pin tumblers I've always picked in the pins up position. As you can see there, the jiggly bit of the key points up towards the pins. So I've always picked in that position, you know, tensioned at the top, put my pick in the bottom. But of course I live in England, as you can probably tell from my accent, and the most common sort of locks are the Euro locks. Now you can see the logo there that reads Yale, and as you can see on this one, the pins are actually at the bottom and the keyway is upside down in comparison to that lock. You can see there that the pins would be on the bottom. Now, why do I pick with the pins up? I think it's because my first memory of a lock was having one of these on the front door. Again, these are quite common in England, and particularly in the 70s. I think everyone had one of these on their front door. And this is in the pins up position, the pins set up in that bit just there. So for me, I think when I started picking, I just naturally sort of gravitated towards the pins being in that position. But of course I get told off occasionally and people tell me that I'm picking upside down, which I suppose technically I am, but really in locksport there are no rules. I'm not a trained locksmith. I don't have to go out on call. I don't need to pick a lock in that position. I can pick it in whatever position I like. I mean, if you look at this, there's so many different orientations really. I've got an Asa there, and you can tell by the writing which way it's likely to be installed. So that would be in the pins up position. That's a Ruco, and that's, you know, same as the Yale there. Would be in the pins down position. So, but what I thought it would be fun to do is I've always picked Euros in the pins up position, but I thought I would challenge myself to pick it in the pins down position and see how I get on. I've got a feeling that it'll be like going back to the drawing board if I just grab a pick. Yeah, because I mean that's a custom pick, one of my favourite hooks. I would probably use that to pick this one here, but it's been designed with the hook facing up and to sort of hold it like that. So that's going to feel a little bit unnatural. But yeah, I thought it'd be a good challenge and a little bit of fun, just to sort of stretch my experience. So let me get this one rigged up in the vise and I'll see if I can get him picked upside down. So I've got him set up in the vise there. I've got a couple of my favourite short hooks which I would normally use for these Yale style keyways, so hopefully they'll get me the open. And I'll put the tensioner in there. Let's start off with this one, and it does feel, yes, it does feel kind of odd. For a start, I'm holding the pick upside down. It's unnatural for me to push down on the pins. I think what I usually do when I pick locks is, if possible, I'll put the pick shaft on the bottom of the keyway and then sort of lever it off of the bottom of the keyway. And in the case of these Yale keyways, there's a little bit of warding just up there on the left as you're looking at it. And I normally lever off of that. But of course what I would normally do is I'd be levering down and the pick tip would be going up, and of course now I've got to lever up so that the pick tip goes down for those pins. That was a click on 2. I think that's 3 binding. Yeah, nice click on 3. Got a feeling I've overset something. Let off a little bit of tension. I think it's probably going to be quite easy to overset things while learning to pick this way. It's 1 binding. Click on 1, 2, 3. I think that was 6. 1 again. little bit of movement there on 3. I think we've got spools in this. I'm not actually sure what's in this lock. I got this from a boot sale last week. Oh, tickled one, and we're open. That wasn't too bad at all. Well, although that did feel a little bit unnatural, it didn't take too long to get this particular lock picked. I'm sure if I was picking something like this one here, yeah, we've got Asser barrels and counter milling in that one. If I was picking that one in the pins down position, I'm sure it would, yeah, prove really challenging. But it's just a little bit of fun, really. I think that, as I said in the beginning, there's no right or wrong with locksport. It's just a hobby. It's just about having fun. So if you want to pick pins up, you can. If people want to tell you it's upside down, they can believe that, but it doesn't really matter. You just need to pick it in whatever way you feel most comfortable. I think what I'm probably going to do is keep practicing picking these Euros the correct way, or at least the correct way they're installed, just to sort of give myself a little extra challenge, really. Anyway, that's all for today. Thanks for picking with me, and I will leave a little link up there to subscribe. That's always appreciated, and I'll see you on the next one.